Will the Cabinet Secretary provide an update on any formal investigations into an incident involving Pastor James Nganga of Neno Evangelism Center, who was recently captured on video slapping a congregant during a live church service? 2, what existing or proposed legislative or policy interventions are available for governing the conduct of religious leaders and institutions which aim at curbing the abuse of force, public humiliation or coercion of congregants and other abuses while upholding the constitutional guarantee of freedom of religion as stipulated under Article 32 of the Constitution? Lastly, what protection exists for worshippers and whistleblowers who report incidents of abuse, violence, or exploitation within religious institutions? The Speaker, the CS can answer those questions.
On this, I think he had an issue with the Pastor Nganga. Or is it? Yeah, I think the only question I've been asked to respond to before I go to operationalization is the question relating to the slapping of somebody by someone. Mr. Speaker, it has been established that the alleged incident involving Pastor James Nganga of Neno Evangelism Center, in which he was reportedly captured slapping a congregant, occurred during night vigil prayer, otherwise known as Kesha, on the night of 18th of April 2025. The incident was neither reported at the nearest police station, Parliament, which is Parliament Police Station, nor any other station. Consequently, no investigations are currently underway, as no formal complaint has been lodged by the person slapped. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, you know, just the same way Senator Monica Lwale raised an issue earlier about a member of parliament who did not record a statement. This faithful also, Mr. Speaker, did not record a statement. And Mr. Speaker, if I may digress just for 1 second, that we are witnessing a lot of these issues in churches and purported churches or religious centers where people are being whipped. Adults, Mr. Speaker, are being whipped. Some are being slapped. Some are being sat on, Mr. Speaker, as part of impartation of Holy Spirit. And some, Mr. Speaker, are being washed by their pastors and so forth. Mr. Speaker, this is, I will be responding to the other issue down here, but this is something really that has affected, that is of great concern to the public. But particularly when someone goes to a church and then they are slapped and Kenyans are wondering whether this is the right thing to do. The only thing is that because of the extent of loyalty, the extent of the loyalty that some of this, or brainwashing even may say, very few of them are willing to come out and record any statement. So when they don't record a statement, very little can be done by the police, even though you can see it is an act which is repugnant to justice and morality, but very little can be done if it is not properly recorded. Mr. Speaker, what existing? Yeah. The policy framework that exists to deal with these issues are as follows. 1, the Society Act, where, Mr. Speaker, is the legal framework for governing religious institutions. Number 2 is the Penal Code, Mr. Speaker, where when someone is abused physically or otherwise, they can, Mr. Speaker, report to police station and we can prosecute. The Constitution, where you are entitled to religious practice, but there's limitations when there's a conflict with public safety, health, and moral considerations. What are the proposed way forward, Mr. Speaker? The churches are being encouraged to do self-regulation through their associations and councils, such as National Council for Churches of Kenya, Evangelical Association, among others. 2, legislation addressing abuse in religious institutions. There is an ongoing advocacy for a legislation to criminalize abusive behavior in religious institutions. But Mr. Speaker, even with the existing law, you can still do so. Only you need the cooperation of the victims of this kind of abuse. Unless they are children, where we will take action, Mr. Speaker, whether or not the children are coming forward, Mr. Speaker, for adults, you only expect that they record a statement. Do No Harm Act, There is a current discussion on legislative forums to seek to prevent the misuse of Religious Freedom Restoration Act that aims to ensure that claims of religious freedom are not used to justify harmful or abusive practices. Those are legislative proposals. And then there is a proposed Religious Organizations Bill 2024, which was a product, Mr. Speaker, of a task force that was put in place, chaired by Reverend Mutava Musimi, and which is suggesting self-regulation, registration and oversight of the religious institutions, need for financial transparency, and combating radicalization and incitement, the issues like Shakahola, among others, protection of religious leaders, Mr. Speaker, also who are sometimes targeted by radical elements in the society, and addressing abuse and harmful practices across. The last part is what protection exists for worshippers and whistleblowers who report instances for abuse of violence, exploitation, and so forth. We have the equality and freedoms from discrimination provided for under Article 27 of the Constitution, freedom of expression under 33, access to justice under Article 48, right to privacy in Article 31, among others. The Whistleblower Protection Act provides legal protection for individuals who report unlawful or unethical behavior, including with religious institutions. It prohibits retaliation against whistleblowers and ensures that those who report abuse or misconduct are safeguarded from victimization. In conclusion, the government is actively collaborating with religious organizations and civil society groups to develop safe and confidential reporting mechanism for abuse. Trained religious leaders, teams, and witnesses can come forward without fear of reprisal. I will leave that matter there, Mr. Speaker, and until we have we will treat it as it is. Mr. Speaker, on the issue of operationalization of administrative, Madam Speaker, on the operationalization of the administrative units, Mr. Speaker, this is a cross-cutting issue. At the moment, we have gazetted 18 sub-counties, 291 divisions, 1,439 locations, and 2,693 sub-locations which are yet to be operationalized. The reason being that we have budgetary constraint. Most of these institutions are gazetted because of the request, public participation, and then when you reach here, you submit the budget to Parliament. Sometimes we fall short of the budgetary requirement, to the extent that now we need like 2.5 billion shillings to operationalize these institutions. So recently we got a small budget, and we are trying to prioritize the few areas we will operationalize, starting with security places and so forth.